Hello friends. Many had asked how to approach CSAT paper in the coming preliminary examination. So this video will be about the strategy to clear civil services CSAT or how to approach that CSAT paper. And as I have already told you that I do not believe in astrology or I do not believe in predicting things. And more so, if you, in the case of CSAT, no one can predict questions. No one can do that. Even in GS, we can say that this question might come, but in CSAT, you cannot predict things. But we can make an analysis. So, how do we approach something means we have to have a scientific approach towards that. What that scientific approach does is that it collects first the data, it analyzes the data, it gets a pattern from that data and makes a strategy. So what we are going to do is that, so we are going to do the same thing in the case of CSAT. And you have to understand that I completed engineering, so that was my graduation, and CSAT paper, as you might be well aware, 1/3 we have to get. So it is a qualifying paper. It was not taken into consideration for the marks. So I usually went inside the hall. I used to write and I used to concentrate on GS paper 1. I thought that CSAT could be cleared, but now considering I am reconsidering the fact that it also needs a strategy, because many are not from engineering background and many are from other backgrounds as well. So we are going to strategize that. That is why I made the strategy. For example, I analyzed all these papers in a very short span of time of 2 days. So there might be some errors in that. If I am making an error in some particular number, please reconsider that and take the overall approach. So whatever in every video, for example, whatever I say, it's not the complete thing. You need not take that. You take the essential part from the video for yourself. What fits you, please take that and use it for clearing prelims. And that is what we are going to see in this video. And before going to that, this is the book. So yesterday many had asked what is that small book or small source for history which I said. This is general knowledge. See, again, it's not a marketing thing and all, but general knowledge 2012. So see this. So this is the first serious attempt I gave. So I bought this book in 2012. So this book has been with me forever. And see, this is the thing I said. So for history, it should be like, seriously, it should be very simple things. Only at this moment we can actually try to read. So this book helped me a lot. See, do not buy again, go and buy this book and overload yourself. I can assure you that you will have this kind of book with you or some material or notes with you. Please use that. With that, we will go into the video for how to strategize for CSAT examination. So how to approach CSAT is what we will see in this video, and my name is J.Sivarajarajendran, and what I have done is that, see, anything for analyzing anything, the first basic thing is to get the data from the material which we have, and the material which we have is the previous year question paper. So what I have done in this is that I have taken the data from 2015 to 2020. So prior to that also CSAT was there, but in this time only CSAT became 2014-15 only CSAT became a qualifying paper. So I have essentially taken this year as the benchmark for analyzing CSAT. And what is the logic of CSAT? You think about it. CSAT is a paper which has 3 sections. So reading comprehension 1/3, reasoning 1/3, aptitude 1/3. But what we usually think is that the normal thinking is that each section would carry equal weightage. But each year, if you see CSAT examination or civil services examination is not a standard pattern. It cannot, that is what I said in the first thing itself. It's not a thing to predict and all. We cannot predict what is going to happen. Why? Because essentially UPSC does this. It changes the composition of the question each time. So one time they will ask one section higher, the next time they will not ask that section, the next time if you see they will ask another section. This is how they maintain their integrity, you know, the integrity of the question paper. Why UPSC is such a standard paper means it has this integrity of changing these sections and giving importance to each section each year. Even in CSAT, if you see, this will not be an equally distributed thing. And as we have seen, we will analyze here. So this is the y-axis, this is the number of question in reading comprehension. See, I had very less time because I was thinking about uploading environmental current affairs for this preliminary examination, but many had asked CSAT approach, and hence I had to make a strategy of how to approach CSAT, but it had very less time. So I couldn't complete everything within this time. But reading comprehension, yes, reading comprehension, I have made a pattern of reading comprehension, aptitude and the reasoning also. Tomorrow I will give you a complete pattern of what to read in reasoning and the aptitude portion. I will give you that very clearly. With the number of questions they have asked, each section how they have asked. But today we will see this reading comprehension, because many would be thinking forward for clearing this exam using reading comprehension. So first, for that you have to know how many questions are asked from reading comprehension, and you should know that the total number of questions in CSAT is 80, and the marks for each question is 2.5, and the negative marks for each question is 1/3. The same one, so if you make a wrong mistake, 1/3, but marks for each question is 2.5. So coming to starting from 2015, so reading comprehension, how many questions were asked? So if you see, it was 30 questions in that time. So in that paper, 30 questions for reading comprehension, and if you see 27 questions from 2016, and again see this, see they are this zigzag, see this 30. And 2008, if you happen to remember this question paper, as we have discussed in GS paper 1, 2018 was a kind of a difficult paper, I told, because the GS cutoff actually went down 49. If you can take that previous video and see that from 53 to cutoff 49 it would have come. It was a difficult paper. And if you happen to see same way, see this lowest number of questions, see 27 was okay, 27 reading comprehension was okay, but they made it as a very lowest number, 23. With the 23 it is not possible to clear CSAT paper. You should think why, because after qualifying many started thinking that only with this reading comprehension I will mark only 30 reading comprehension question and I will clear this exam, because only 66 mark is required. So you will actually put 30 questions, maybe 1 or 2 aptitude questions, and you will clear. And UPSC found that. UPSC found this pattern, and what they have done, see this in 2018, maybe that is why both the paper were tough on that day. I remember that I remember that day very clearly. But again, see this, again the pattern shifts. Again the pattern shifts. But in 2019, even if the number of questions are high, the questions were a little difficult, because this was the last paper I wrote. I remember CSAT on the last day. I remember this. This was the last civil services paper I wrote, and I remember very clearly the time, and it was difficult for me. Yes, it was very difficult. Even if it is 30 question, difficult question. And in for example, if you see in what has happened in 2020, for example 2020, it has become 25. So average is, if you have, what is the average? See, again think about it, what is the average? It is around 25 questions to 30 questions. So you should know that 25, let us assume that 25 questions are asked from reading comprehension. Whether can anyone actually approach the CSAT exam and go into the hall and think only with reading comprehension I will clear this exam? Can anyone think? You think about it, it is not possible. Because see this, see I'll show you this pattern also. See how many, and the actually the number of questions, this is the number of questions. It does not in the sense that you should know that it does not have a meaning, because you should always have a, see, when you have a numerator there should be a denominator. Without the denominator, the total number does not make sense. Because see this in each year, so this is 2020, 19, 18, 17, 16 and from 15. This is what I have found, analyzed and saw that, see, the number of questions, the denominator is the number of passages. See how many passages they give. Whether they give one passage one question or one passage two question, that is also a very important key factor. And if you happen to see, in 2020 there were 25 passages. So it is about a standard. See, this is 25 or 20 passages, 25 questions. So this is standard actually. And here if you see 30 questions, 24, see, same. So if it is increasing, see, if in 2000, if the number of question is increasing, the passage is also increasing. You think about it. So number of question is decreasing, the passage is decreasing. See, this is the point. So whether, see, the same way 30 questions. So this year actually, see, this year they have given equal number, and the 2016 27 questions were asked from 17, and in 2015 20 questions from 23 passages, or actually sorry 30. So 30 from 23 passages. And this is the split up of reading comprehension that has been. So how do you strategize? What number of, see, next question is what number will you put for CSAT and clear this exam? So now again, in the same case as the strategy we made for GS1, see, many had asked me whether I can write for, so in 80 question, total number of questions, whether I can mark 30 question and come. You think about yourself, you think on a very logical fashion. As I told you, 10% in everything we do will go wrong. You think about whether when you mark 30, you mark as so number of correct is 27, wrong goes here, and same is the case. So 27 minus same 3 by 3 same 26. So 26. So see, that is what net number of calculation. Same way, number of correct minus number of wrong divided by 3. If you see, it will come as net number of questions. This is the net number of questions, and in this CSAT paper 2.5 marks. So you have to get 66 marks, my friends. 66 marks. Whether, see, this 65. When we apply 30 questions, so what is the logic is that, why I have kept 30 is that, and many why they say that I will finish only 30 and come, or put only 30 and come, is they think that they can mark only the reading comprehension question and they can come out of the examination hall. If you see, as I told you, the average number of reading comprehension question lies around 25. So if you happen to see why people say that I can mark only 30, can I, this is what they mean. They think that only by marking this reading comprehension we will get into the service, or we will clear this cutoff. But if you are a person marking only 30 questions, you have to be very safe, my friends, very safe, because only 3 questions if it goes wrong, only 10% if it goes wrong, actually it goes below. This is what is the problem. And if you happen to see, say, let us assume you go a little higher, you have this 30 passages or 30 reading comprehension, and you mark some 6 quants and reasoning. In that also, you think about this, your accuracy should be like this. Even see 30 questions. So actually, see, what I have done is that as you increase the number of questions, so from 27 to 36, as you increase the number of questions, wrongs might increase. So I have concluded based on that probability. And if you happen to see again 30 questions, 6 goes wrong, again you see this, you are in 70. See, this and all cat on the wall. You will not know, because see, CSAT again CSAT, the problem is that many institute will give you key, but what is the key of UPSC, no one knows. and reading comprehension and all, every institute will have a dispute between whether this was correct or that was correct. So when you mark 36, let us assume you are marking 36 only, very close to the cutoff, my friends, very close to the cutoff, and it's a very dangerous spot to be. And again, let us assume 40. 40 is again, see this again, 40 means, see what I have done is that, see I have increased the number of, so your accuracy, if you happen to see 40 means you have to be 100% accurate. That is the, let us assume the reading comprehension 30 questions, 10 questions other quants and reasoning you are doing. So again it is in the, see this is, see whether, see what is the point is that yes, see, above 66 is cleared, but whether we need to be in this point, whether you want to wait till your preliminary preliminary examination result, till then it will not be a simple thing to sleep with this mark. Okay, when you know that you are in the very close cutoff for CSAT, it's not possible to sleep, it's not possible to read for your mains, it is not possible to do anything after that. Job is to be clear on the day of the prelims. When you come in the night and mark your answer sheet, you should know that you cleared this exam. So if you see, so that means that, see whether in 40, this is 40 for in 80 40 question, whether it will work, it does not. Mathematically it is a very tough thing. See, mathematically this probability is a very tough thing, but maybe 50, okay, 50 can actually or 30 questions reading comprehension and above 20 you mark, actually see this there is a little probability. So 38, and it will not come 12, maybe 40 10 it will come. So this will come and you will be in a safe zone. So you will be nearly 90 or 90 something, and you will be in a safe zone. Above, so 50 is okay. So anyone marking 50, so see this, that is what I said, 40, please check yourself, improve yourself. No 35 40 and all, or 25, no, sorry, 30 35 40, please check yourself, please check your progress. 50 also you should be cautious, 50 also is not that easy. This is the probability it will come. What I said is that on the day you mark nicely, okay, it will come here, but if on the day some negative things happen, it will go in a negative fashion. You see, check the mark. So 60, if someone to see 60 marks, so anything 60 45, this will be, see 60, if you are able to see, if you are able to do this, I think you will be very in a comfortable position. 60 65 80 you need not mark. See, 80 you need not mark, because as I told you, not everyone is well versed with CSAT, many are from non-engineering backgrounds. So try 65 if it is possible, or 60 at least, 60 at least, or you see this 55, or be at 55, 60 55 to 60. This should be your range. If it is lying here, it is not a bad thing. See, if it is lying here, it is not a bad thing, but it will be on the wall. 88, so 66 is the cutoff, 80 you will be your score, and it will be very close. And this is the pattern I had observed. And so number of questions, how many you have to attempt. So I would not recommend this. So I would not recommend any of this. I would probably recommend above this. So or these three things, or anything or 55. If you are able to do this, I think not even 65, 55, 50, 60, yes, I think you will be in a safe zone. Don't worry, not many questions will go wrong. But how do you approach 60? If you see 55 60 and all, not easy numbers, you have to practice. See, that is the comprehension also. See this, have this words now. See, we'll actually see this, I will tell you this in an elaborate fashion, or I'll make a separate video. But for the CSAT, or sorry, reading comprehension, these are the words they are asking. Corroborates, logical corollary. See, meaning I will make it in a, because everything I cannot fit in the same video. So corroborate, what you actually go check yourself today. You do this as a homework, or a civil services homework. So you see this corroborates. What is this corroborates? Corollary. What is this? Argues for. Actually, this was the number. This was the kind of words which was used in 2017. What they did in 2018. See, same na actually. They have not changed anything. Most rational, crucial message. Most logical, most rational, crucial message. Most logical. See, they are actually, see, this is permutation combination. They are making this. What is that? They are playing with these three words. So these three, that is most logical, rational, crucial. Most, see again here they have left that crucial message, and here most important implications. See what this all means. What this all means is that what do you think about the passage which is given, what you derive logically from the passage, nothing else. See, logical, crucial, rational, everything is the same. But in actually in 2019 they have this is a basic assumption. So but here and all is the same. See, crucial, inference, same, nearly same. If you see crucial message, rational message, or inference, what do you infer from the passage, what is correct inference, see everything. See, in this period they are going for what is logical message, 2018. Here they are thinking about inferences. What do you infer from the passage, what assumption? See, this word assumption have been made. This is a kind of a difficult question. This assumption is difficult, this corollary is difficult. So you have to see in this video, for example, if you happen to see in 2020 also, I will give the 2020 reading comprehension. They have asked this. See, the same logical inference, what do you infer, basic reflex, critical, what assumption, what. See, in this, if you happen to see, these are the technical terms, or these are the, yesterday we saw, I think, keywords. So we have to see, look for keywords. These are the keywords they are asking in reading comprehension. After the passage, they are asking what corroborates, what is logical corollary, what is the crucial message, what is the important implication, what are all the assumptions made, what are all the logical inferences made. So what we will see in the next video is that detailed about the quants and reasoning, and we will also see that how do you, so we will see with examples what is this corroborates, what is this corollary. See, take three words and now go on to Wikipedia and check their meaning. Okay, what is corroborate meaning, what is this corollary meaning, what is the mean. See, all these are words now. Okay, English is a language. Human beings have this capability of language. Language is ingrained in the brain, and if you see what scientists say is that, or what anthropology is saying is that, there is no correct way of speaking a language. Everyone who is speaking a language is speaking the correct format only. The grammar, everyone keeps saying, you know, that is the what is the higher version of elitist version of people speaking. But what scientists say is that your brain, you know, your brain has a grammatical machine. So everyone speaks with grammar only, proper grammar, proper language only. Maybe the way they expect is maybe different. But so thinking about that, you should know that this is a language and everyone can know its simple meaning. And in this, if you see, please look into the meaning of what is corroborate, what is corollary, what is assumption, what is the meaning of inference for message. So here, what is the critical message, what is critical. So critically analyze. So even in mains they ask this, critically analyze a question. So corroborates, corollary, assumption, inference, same. See, this inference and logical message is the same, crucial message same only, logical, rational, everything is the same. So 4-5 words I have said. See, look up the meaning of these words, and we will solve one passage with these words, and you will actually become well versed, or you will actually be able to solve it in preliminary examination. We have to be prepared for all these things. Do not think, see, that is what I am saying. UPSC people keep predicting, important prediction. Everyone starts predicting, everyone is an astrologer, everyone starts predicting questions. UPSC, we cannot predict all these things, but we can be prepared. For 7 years, 5 years we have been prepared, or the question papers we have prepared, means this is the mode they will ask, this is the thing we need to know, and when they ask, we can be effectively present in the hall. I wanted to make environment, but everyone asked for CSAT. That is why I made this strategy video, and I will definitely give within this week the important sections for CSAT which you have to practice before going into the examination hall. Simple problems, simple, not difficult problems, simple problems. If you practice, it will be very helpful for you. And thank you and all the best.